When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Warren. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Porter. They bring him down. Big play will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Handoff to the single back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And some room to work. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Bring in the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Smith takes the handoff. Finding an escape route. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! They'll try to add another to their lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
UConn going back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Steps away. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, UConn, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Fleming. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the... Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got a chance. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
This offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan, and what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the run, it's Stevens. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Catch in the middle, it's Schiff. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fleming. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back gets the give. Open space at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. UConn quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Finds his man. It's Fleming. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give is to Smith. Past the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Moving away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to him on the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Right on the money. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
UConn Huskies will take over 1st and 10.
out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Smith takes the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Forced out of the pocket. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys.
Beck's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
UConn going back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. And they get him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down. So you have
running room in the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got his man. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early,